how to travel for free, right? I mean, that's why you're here. So there are so many of us that can go out here and travel for free, but it's not hard, and you can do the same thing. Some people get to travel on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis. Doesn't matter. If you're traveling for free, it is a win-win scenario for everybody. So today's video is going to be solely about what I do personally and how you guys can pretty much follow suit. Let's get right into the video. So how do we travel for free? Again, there are so many people on YouTube or even just in the world. We get to travel the world, this amazing, beautiful world. There are so many different places you can go. We get to travel this world for free. No, it may not be every time, all the time, but if it is free even a few times out the year, I think it's definitely worth it. So this video is going to pretty much solely be on one thing, and that is going to be on the credit cards. Okay, so credit cards, if they are used properly, can really open up big time for people who may not be financially stable and can travel all the time. So let me just kind of show you some clips on places I've been currently, and these places that I have been currently, these have been, if not free, really cheap. I'm talking maybe $11.20 just paying the taxes on the airplane ride, or even maybe just spending maybe $50 to $100 for the entire trip. And this is really off of credit cards. Again, if you can use credit cards solely for the purpose of gaining and not them gaining, so you gaining, you can really help yourself out. Most of it comes from sign-up bonuses. So for example, a certain credit card may give you 50,000 points or miles of their currency, whatever they use, whether as points or miles. When you use those points correctly, you can really set yourself up for success. Traveling for free, maybe flying for free, maybe staying in a hotel for free. So for example, if you have a airline credit card, let's say American Airlines, and they give you their currency, which is miles, which I have over 150,000 at this current time. I'm still traveling for free personally, and I only pay $11.20 when I book these mile redemptions, and that is just solely the tax. So it's about $5.60 US per way, so round trip $11.20. And then you can also get a hotel branded credit card. That is pretty much staying at the hotel with points. So it can be Hilton, it can be Marriott with the new merger SPG, it can be an IHG hotel, things like that. So it really helps out. Some of these credit cards give you status, so you can get yourself upgraded. So you might be able to pay for the cheapest room and maybe get upgraded to one of the better rooms, which is not free, but it is cheaper than paying for that room, that better room. You get to pay for the cheaper room. So again, the first thing you really want to do if you wanted to actually travel for free, you just got to first make sure that you are ready for the commitment. It is a big commitment, especially when it comes to just doing credit cards. You have to really understand that if you overspend, everything you're doing just doesn't matter anymore. If you overspend what your budget is, if you have to come out of your pocket more than what you were already going to do, it just doesn't make sense to do this. So I would stop right there. You want to definitely evaluate, can I reach these sign-up bonuses? They may be on these credit cards. Spend $3,000 in the next 3 months. Spend $4,000 in the next 3 months. Can you reach them without overspending? So what you do is you just put your spending on there. Mortgage, rent, car insurance, groceries, everything that you do, put it on these cards. If you got, tax season is coming around very fast. If you were going to pay your taxes in full anyway, put it on your credit card. You just gave yourself a free trip. You gave yourself some points too. You're building your credit because they see you're using it and you're paying it in full, and you're still doing it, and you're not going into debt obviously because you're going to pay it in full. So that's what I mean. You get these credit cards, you want to make sure you pay them in full. You want to make sure it's worth it, because if you're not paying it in full, just stop it. You also really want to know how to maximize points. Some ways that you redeem points, let's say if you want to redeem points for like a statement credit, or you want to redeem some points or miles for like a gift from that company, it may not make sense. And me and so many other YouTubers, We do videos on, and blogs out there. We do videos on the best way to redeem miles, points. So follow us, listen to us, do your own research too. Figure out the best ways, even play along with it. So for example, American Express membership reward points. One of the best ways to use their points is kind of to transfer to airlines. Not using it for statement credits, not using it for charges, but was probably one of the worst ways. Things like that. Like those are probably the worst ways when it comes to the American Express portal. So that is a really good way too, because you can get 50,000 points. But if I have 50,000 points and you have 50,000 points, I use that 50,000 to transfer it to an airline, and you use it for a statement credit. I'm going to get a lot more value than you do. So you want to know how to use the points as well. So again, to even get to this though, let's make sure our credit score, our credit history, all that is taken care of. This is one of those, I would say, extracurricular activities when it comes to your credit. If your credit's already in great shape, then you can play this game, this extracurricular activity. If it's not, I would really focus on building your credit, building a stronger credit history if you don't have really much before you get yourself into this game. It can be kind of complicated, get yourself overwhelmed. A lot of people do say, opening up all these credit cards can be dangerous to your credit history, your credit score, and it can short term if you're applying for so many cards in a certain given time. And some companies may stop you, like Chase. They have a 524 rule. Within the last 24 months, only 5 cards can be opened up for you to be approved. So you can have an 850, and they'll stop you because they think that you're doing churning, credit card churning, which is pretty much what this is. So you really want to be careful with that. And it does take a little ding on your score momentarily because you're, again, applying for cards. But if you are paying them in full and you're keeping your balances at a 0 on your credit, you will have more to use. So what that means is your credit utilization will actually be impacted in a positive way than a negative way. So if somebody has $100,000 in credit card money that they can use, and obviously they don't use all that, versus somebody who only has $25,000 in credit card money that they can use, if they're both paying them down and bringing them to a 0, believe it or not, the guy with the $100,000 is going to have probably a better score because he has a lot more to use than the other guy does with $25,000. Okay, so this is how you travel for free. Again, points, hotels. With these credit cards, if you have friends and things like that, get people to apply and sign up for you. So American Express, again, or Chase, they have referral links where people can apply for these credit cards in your name. You get points for this. So even after the sign-up bonus, if you are getting people to apply for the credit card in your name, you're benefiting from that. Last year, I hit my max. Actually, sorry, this year, 2018, I have hit my max. Nobody else can apply for an American Express card under my name because I've already hit my max for the year. So you can still apply, but I won't get the points. Not until January 1st. So if you still do want to apply for some of them cards, I'll make sure I put the link down below. But that's how you get your, your referral links up, and you get your points and miles and things like that. This is how you travel the world for free when it comes solely with credit cards. Again, the key features and the really key components to doing this correctly. Make sure you are ready for this. It is a commitment. Do not overspend. You don't want to overspend. Make sure your credit is already in a good standing or great standing, and just make sure you have the time, you have the patience and all that good stuff to utilize the points in the right way. Again, my last trip I paid $11.20. It was only, within the country, but $11.20, I only paid for the taxes on the flight, okay? When I went to Barbados last year, it was only $34 I paid total for the entire trip. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And this was all from, again, making sure my credit was good, making sure I was ready for the commitment, making sure I utilized my points in the right way, because the way you redeem them does have an impact, okay? So these are my tips. I know there are so many more savvy people out there that know a lot more than I do. Let me know in the description. Let me know in the comments below what you do. Help each other out. If you have any questions, more than happy to answer them. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great holiday.